Who the fuck likes anime?
If it's lipstick for your butthole, is it called hole stick?
Yeah.
Now, welcome to the Anime Trap House. I'd like to take this time to speak directly to you, the congregation of the corrupt, the disciples of debauchery, the perverted parish. I'd like for you to turn to your fellow pervert, look deep into their eye holes, since none of you have souls, and say something to truly disgust them. That's what we're here for. To help you gain a soul, and then immediately corrupt it with the taint of anime and all the imaginative ways that humans can interact with holes, bodily fluids, and furries. But not lolies. Never lolies. I am your sermon leader, Harris the Blessed Khan. Joined by Kyle the Bishop Ramsey, Justin the Holy Water Flory, and Cody the Prophet Chambers. You feel like you're in church now.
I love it.
I love this.
I love it.
Did you like?
So
I
good.
I made up our. You know how like Catholics would do like the fucking.
Yeah.
Well, we do the
like-
cross. You circle it because it's a hole, and then you put your finger in your mouth.
Oh,
Oh, I love it.
It's just a good.
You gotta
know?
finish it. What is it? Is it? that,
You do.
and then
It's the
circle?
cross because it's our religion.
But we
circle
have to
for
think
a
about-
hole,
And then that, and
and then.
we have to think about. But I feel
Oh
okay.
yeah. Okay.
We'll
go ahead.
workshop. We'll workshop.
Workshop. Yeah, no. This is a
Yeah.
brand
It's a
new
good start.
religion.
It's a
Good start.
fantastic start. I love it. I love where your head's at.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And that's like, you know how like Catholics will like shake each other's hands,
Yeah.
Mhm.
like at the beginning. Well, when we do it, we have
It's-
to put the finger
Yes,
in it.
in their mouth.
Absolutely.
I don't
But,
like. I won't
I
put
feel-
my
I
finger.
love
I feel like you have to
I
make
will.
the other person gag about it.
I
you know?
will
Yeah,
not.
dude.
No.
Like that
was
scene in like 22 Jump Street or 21
No.
Jump Street, whichever one, where they're like in the toilet trying to like make each other puke. That's what we're looking
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, it'd
Yeah.
be like, oh, hey Harris, haven't seen you in a week. Oh,
Oh, I should have drank. Oh, I hate you.
That's
Oh.
exactly what it is. Because how much
Yeah.
closer can you get to someone than like touching their barf bag? You know what I mean?
That's
Right?
true. That's
Like
true.
anyone can like fuck a hole, but you have to have real length to get to that barf bag. You know what I
True.
mean?
Yeah.
You see that guy? He's got to be part of the anime trap house. You see how calloused his barf bag is?
Looks like a fucking speed bag, bro. Fucking
That's
get
how-
out of here.
Punching it.
That's how we know how
Oh.
dedicated you are to the trap house is by how many scars your fucking dangly thing has.
And how deep your voice, like you've been smoking.
Yep.
You know,
Oh, how I
Like,
can
yeah,
just
bro, you
throw it
Throwing up all
smoke?
the time.
Nah, dude, I've been listening to the trap house for years.
I'm a perverted motherfucker. I go there all the time.
I keep telling them I don't want them to touch the thing anymore, but they won't stop. I don't know what to do.
I'm gonna get that thing so I can just speak like Darth Vader. It's just going, it's coming for me, you know.
We're gonna be
That's
like
good.
those the robot speak where you put the
Yeah.
thing.
The
yeah,
stoma.
That's
Yeah,
gonna be
exactly.
that's gonna be the preacher.
Hell yeah. And then I could just stick my finger in
Hell
your
yeah.
stoma, dude.
Right in the fucking hole, straight to
Hate
the hole.
that.
you know?
Hate that.
I
Here's the
love it.
plug for where you can catch us. Since you're catching us now, you want to catch us in the future times. Live every Thursday at 5 p.m. CST or GMT -5 for all y'all non-American folk. If you can't join us live, check us out on YouTube or any podcast service anywhere. Just smash your face into the keyboard until the words Anime Trap House show up, and then belly flop onto the search button. If you enjoy the piss stew that we serve, consider funding the Anime Trap House over at patreon.com/anime trap house, just like our Patreon producer, Nick, the maiden patron of Patreon Purdue. If you want us to drink from your volcano, our mouths are open wide at ATH@animetraphouse.com. And lastly, come join our flock of beautiful, wonderful, horrible, disgusting degenerates on our Discord server or Facebook group. Links will be in the notes.
Slinks.
All the slinks, dude.
I have
Write
so
down.
much saliva in my mouth right now because I'm just salivating about putting my finger in people's mouths right
I don't
Yeah.
want to put my finger
Yeah.
in
You
anybody's
guys are
mouth.
welcome to put 2 in mine.
No, dude.
Yeah.
That's how- dude, no,
Like,
that's-
on your knees first.
Yeah, that's how we can have like the what is it called? Would it be patriarchy? Is that what's
Yeah.
the word?
Hierarchy.
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 What's
Hierarchy.
patriarchy? What the fuck did I just
That's
say?
That's
where
us.
that's a society with
Yeah,
men in
that's-
charge.
That's us.
That's us.
We are
Got you.
we are
the
patriarchy.
patriarchy. Okay.
Yes.
The fucking hierarchy could be how many fingers you put into the person's mouth. The
Yeah.
more fingers, the more up the ladder you are. You feel me?
Yeah.
When do we start with feet?
That's a you thing.
That's a you.
Is
that's
that like- that's
specifically
like-
you. That's,
That's
That's
after I
How do
graduate
you-
from 10. Like
Yeah.
Say, how do you even
then they
get
gotta
a toe
put feet.
in?
It's
So
like
see-
when you're like a kid and you have to count on your hands. And they're
Yeah,
like, use your toes. Well,
so like you know how like they baptize people, like it would dunk their head in the water. So with
Yeah.
Justin, you know, because this is mixing a couple different religions, but
Yeah.
Justin would take their feet into holy water, you know,
Mhm.
which is primarily piss, and
Yeah.
then you know clean it off and then like wipe it off and then puts it in their
Yeah.
mouth, and then they're blessed to walk
Yeah.
Yes.
as one of our parish, you know.
Yeah.
This is-
I'm
dude,
down.
this is gonna be the greatest religion
I'm-
ever made,
I'm
hands
thinking
down.
of like instead of like a little like I don't know like bird feeder.
Yeah.
Sorry, a bird bath for
Yeah.
the holy water, right? There's just a trough
Yeah,
in the
Mhm.
middle.
Yeah. it's
You
like
can
when you go
just
to
smell
like
it.
the like sports arenas, right? And it's just like a trough.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah.
Okay, so hang on. I got an idea.
Yeah.
This is not good.
By the
but-
way, that's
so
something
you
a
know,
lot
like
of
the
girls don't know.
confessional, like thing, the confessional thing where you
Yeah.
sit. Well, what if
Mhm.
we had like a glory hole,
Right.
but it was like for anything?
Yeah, just
I'll just let you use your imagination.
I
yeah,
don't-
just then what?
Yeah.
Now
We're at a good time.
You know,
And you
we're
just need to
saying-
confess all the times you weren't a degenerate when you could have been, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Like I went to the swimming pool and I didn't piss in the pool.
Right.
Like, what are you
Or
doing?
like
Right.
or like a Junji Ito like person hole that you just
Mhm.
slide into when you're done with everything.
Yeah, dude, I like that a lot.
Mhm.
Today, you may be confused what we're speaking about because we're talking about a lot of ethereal shit, but we're actually speaking about Vinland Saga episodes 5 through 9.
Mhm.
I took a little break because your boy needed a little vitamin D from the outside. I'm going to confess about it later.
Okay.
Speak your feelings and the truth about these group of episodes that we're in. I'll go first. It's good, dude. It's really fucking good. Right? It's dope. It's dope. End of story. I watched these episodes 3 times at 3 different points in my life, you know? And I feel like I kept looking for something to hate and I couldn't find it. I couldn't.
That's
Every
surprising.
time something started and I was like, God, dude, they're gonna give me a whole exposition dump. By the time I was upset that it was happening, it was over. And I was like, okay, cool. We're on to the next thing. Like now this is happening. He's ready. Like he wants to fight him now. Okay. Cool. I'm in. I don't know, man. I just like it. I think the pacing's really interesting. I think even like the quote unquote filler episodes like lead to something. I think the only thing that I have a little bit of beef about, which isn't even really beef, is it's called Vinland Saga, and we've only referenced it one time in these group of episodes. You know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know if
I think that's going to be more like a long-term thing
Yeah.
rather than what this like because they even said in some description this is like a prologue
Right.
yeah.
like this
For
season.
like
so
episode 25 they're going to be like
yeah, because
now
I
we-
mean, are we under the assumption that Vinland is like North America?
yeah.
Okay,
It's Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
New
Newfoundland.
Vinland.
Yeah. So dope is dope. It's good. I love the animation. I love the characters. I love everything about this. And that's the right answer. I'm preempting anyone having an incorrect answer about this, but you know, I'll let you guys speak, I guess. Kyle, go ahead.
Why did it go straight to me after that, huh? Why you
the largest obstacle must be consumed first. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
biggest dick in the room, you swallow it first, so the rest feels easier. You know what I mean?
That's
Uh,
very true.
it's a high dope. It's a dope. It's not dopest dope to me. I fucking God, I love the violence in this, and I love the emotion put into it, but there is generally a lack of like mystery in it that just like that's the main thing that it's lacking to me. Like I'm interested, but I'm not invested. Is
You
my
don't know
problem.
where it's going.
I mean, I know it's gonna wind up
Yeah.
at Vinland, right? And I know he's gonna get his revenge at some point. But
Okay.
like it's not like I have big questions in my mind. Currently, it's just watching a kid suck at killing a guy.
Yeah. But also helping the guy, you know?
Yeah.
But also being a
help-
slave to the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it's like
interesting.
it's a really
It's like
interesting dynamic.
interesting, but like it's not like creating questions. Is what
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying.
it's the beginning of a story, though.
Yeah, it's just 9 episodes, whatever. That's my
That's
feeling.
out of a 24 episode.
Yeah,
season,
you know.
it's not that much.
I'm saying I've read books, and like the whole beginning, I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck's happening.
That's my feeling. That's
Bet.
it. That's all I got.
Feeling's wrong.
Cody, go ahead.
We're going off his wrong feeling to my right feeling.
Yeah.
Dope is dope.
Yeah.
You know the right feeling. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is awesome. We said it last time we watched the first 4. It doesn't even feel like a fucking anime. Like, it just feels like a really well paced out show where we're getting like a character study on this dude, right? On Thorfinn. But then more. Like, we're also getting the entire fucking Viking shit with the Danes and the Franks. It's just awesome. It's just so good. Like, when
My
we're
history
not.
is lacking.
It doesn't matter though. It's still giving us story. I don't give a fuck about the actual
Yeah.
history.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like I googled something and I was like, oh, that's a real person. I was like, oh, ew. I bet
I think a lot of these people are real people.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
I
don't
think
know
I think
shit,
Thorfinn's
dude.
a real person, honestly.
Thor's is real. He's the god of thunder.
Get his ass. Bro.
He's the god of thunders.
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 Multiple durs, dude.
Multiple durs.
Yeah, this is fucking great, man. I like all the characters. Like I said, it's building up slowly, but I think it's a good slow build. Like, I was never bored. I was never like, oh fuck, I want to look at my phone or I want to go do anything else. Interested the whole time. And Kyle hit it nail on head. Violence, A1. It's beautiful. This is worthy of one of our sermons at the Trap House Cathedral. You know what I'm saying? We just have this on in the back with Thorfinn cutting dudes' heads off. When they do that slow motion fucking head cut off, dude,
Yeah.
I couldn't
whole-
handle my body.
That whole scene where it goes into first person.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my god,
All-
it's so good.
All 10 of them. Dude.
Yep.
I passed out from how much dick went to my fucking dick, you know?
How much dick
All the blood in my body turned into dicks and just went into my dick.
They
You know
just
what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel you.
I feel it. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of negatives. Like, watching it, I just wanted to watch more.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where it goes. I mainly just want Thorfinn to kill the fucking dude. So I want to know what happens after.
Yeah.
Like, we know it's gonna happen.
Do you?
I
Do
think
ya?
so.
Do you?
Thorfinn's
Yeah.
still real mad about
Do
it,
ya?
dude. He's
He
still
is,
He's still
he
real
is.
mad.
but character development.
Boom. If he
Yeah,
didn't
that's
kill
right.
him, then what?
Then what?
Mm.
I don't know.
Then it'd be like,
I don't
know.
now
I-
you're my new dad.
I don't
Yeah.
want him to at this point. Or I want
don't
him.
know
I
if
want him to kill him, and then I want him to like take over the fucking pirates or the Vikings. Fuck, they're not even Vikings.
They're Vikings.
They're
Pirates.
Vikings. Well, the pirate, like Vikings
Vikings
is a
are-
very broad term.
No, they gave
I
him a
think-
different. They gave him a different name.
The
I think a
Askmydad
fun-
pirates.
Fun term would be if the guy dies unrelated something,
Right.
and then Thorfinn's just fucking pissed.
He's just mad all the time.
Mhm.
Feel that? It's like when capitalism killed my dreams. Justin,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Dope is dope.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know when Kyle decided to like hate anime
Mhm.
all of a sudden. I don't know what happened to him.
I have a
but-
theory about it.
I am easy to give a dope, but a dopest dope
Okay.
is a different
I
thing.
have a theory about it. You know what I
okay.
mean? You know what I mean? Like I feel like Kyle's in a place where he's happy, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like he's just at like a level of like, yeah, things are good, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like you got to be really down low or really up high to like really like something, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
so he's
you
just
can-
happy, you know, like he's just
Yeah.
it's a happy dumb, you know? Like
That's me.
is the life that he lives and I'm happy for him.
He's just fucking kind of stupid, you know? Like
I'm happy
so,
for him.
Yeah.
He's just
I'm at
fucking
like a
dumb.
I'm at
dude.
like a smooth.
Like I'm
Smoothie.
so surprised, especially with one scene in this group of episodes when they fucking pick up their boats.
Yeah.
Like I thought that scene alone would have pushed Kyle like over it.
That
Like
shit
that's
was
so
goofy.
fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was so good. But yeah, I will reiterate the violence. When fucking Thorfinn stabs dude in the side of the head and in the neck. it
Yeah.
just-
Yeah.
These
when he-
fight scenes got
Oh,
a
man.
lot of yes.
Yeah.
A
yeah, when he's a
lot.
little kid just going around chucking the fuck out of
Yeah.
people. Yeah. I was like, wow. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think
it
another
was
way to put
so
it is
good.
I don't think I could hate this if I wanted to. All right.
Mhm.
We know you don't not like it. It's just like
Yeah.
the lack of respect you're giving. You know what I'm saying, dude?
You're giving it like a one finger and we need you to give it 3 is what we're trying
Yeah.
to say. You know?
Like the emotions are so good, dude. Like it's
Respect
just,
how much
oh.
dick it can take. You know?
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
Every time Thorfinn screams, I just feel blood rushing in parts of my body that it shouldn't.
It shouldn't, because he's a kid.
The
God damn. All right, dope is dope. Go ahead, Harry.
Hey, let's get into the plot so we don't get in trouble. We gonna get fucking canceled. Plot!
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 Not
Plot,
even
plot,
doing it.
Plot,
Y'all are
plot,
fucking
plot,
rude.
plot, 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 plot,
Talk to me,
plot,
plot.
plot, plot,
Talk to me, plot.
plot, 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 pop.
Are you
I don't
doing
know, I think I
Pirates of the
started saying
Caribbean?
Yeah.
Why?
It's so fucking dumb.
Because
It's gonna play.
Pirates,
It's
Vikings.
Pirates. It's gonna.
Gotcha.
You'll see. It'll come. Or maybe it won't. I don't know. We'll see. Episode 5. Thorfinn's still surviving on his dad's boat that the Askeladd pirates stole. He's just like sticking his mouth in the water instead of drinking it because he's just trying to like keep it around. He's like, it's pretty hard, dude.
He
It's
needs
pretty
some
hard that a
chapstick,
kid
dude. His
knows
lips
about
were
it.
looking rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Rough, dude.
The pirates land at a village, and Thorfinn watches as they burn and pillage. Tell me that. Oh, fuck bars, dude.
Bars. Come back,
Uh,
Louise.
there's a lot. There's like a scene where like a dude's like grabbing a woman by her hair, and her kid's like holding onto her apron. I was like,
Yeah, this shit's brutal.
It's like you kind of forget.
that
what
Vikings were not
happens.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very glorified. Like, oh, like Vikings are badass. Yeah. If you want to,
Yeah.
sure, dude.
As you
Yeah.
would say, they were rude dudes.
They
They were
rude dudes.
Real rude dudes, man. But it's fucked up. Yeah, so the whole village is just lit on fire and people are killed, you know. While the pirates are kind of celebrating Askeladd sleeping, Thorfinn walks up in his house with a giant ass sword. Say, I swear to fucking God, dude, I'm gonna murk him. I can't murk him. It's not honorable. And then he leaves. And Askeladd's like, pussy.
Pussy boy.
It was too much pressure. He couldn't get it up, you know? Like,
he got it up. He couldn't penetrate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's like,
Yeah.
I need his permission. You
I
know?
need his permission to enter him.
he's asleep right now. That's not consent.
Right. You know, Thorfinn's a good kid. Thorfinn then challenges Askeladd in the morning to a duel. And Askeladd's like, okay, do. And Thorfinn's stabs his sword at him, gets it stuck in the ground, and Askeladd's like, fucking pussy, dude. You get it stuck one time, you can't even pull out.
Stupid
Learn to
little
control your
bitch.
blood flow. Get the fuck out of here and kicks him around.
Yikes! Come on. Come on.
I'm telling you what happened.
Talk
I don't
to
know.
me.
Askeladd then also gets paid for killing Thors, and the people are like, hey, how did he die? You know, because he's kind of a big deal. He's like, he just fucking died, dude. Shut up.
You know how he died? He died dead.
He died dead.
Yeah.
He died
Yeah.
dead.
He
What do you
stopped
think?
breathing.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
fucking
Also,
idiot.
blood came
How
out of him. What do you think?
What do you think? How do you think he died? He
How you think?
dead. He died
Want me
dead.
to say that?
He breathed, he not breathed. What?
Bang.
Want me to say arrows shot into him, rainbows came out, he was actually God, and then he died? Huh?
Thunder came down. How you feel now? 88.
Really? No.
He's just a guy. Fuck. I know he was like 9 feet tall, but he's still just a human being.
Yeah.
He had a
I
problem.
honestly wasn't sure he was just a guy.
Fucking giantism, you know?
Yeah. He had a disease, dude.
He had a
It's fucked up.
disease. His knees were purple
Yeah.
from all the blood that just like pooled in those areas. Of course, it was easy to kill him.
Yeah. I just touched him and he exploded.
Pus everywhere. Thorfinn then refuses scraps from the pirates because he's like, I don't want any fucking pirate scum, dude. I don't want your scraps. And then he
His
runs
little
around.
kid look was spot on.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
want it.
I don't want
Oh,
he runs
fuck.
away. He tries to eat some nuts and then comes back later when it's raining and picks up the scraps. And he's like, damn it. I didn't wanna. But he eats the fucking scraps like a bitch.
He sure
Yeah.
does.
He
dude.
sure does, dude.
Like a little.
Like a
Hunger will do a lot to
bitch.
you, dude. It'll make you eat people. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
dude. Back in wherever the fuck they came from, Ylva and Helga get news of Thor's death and Thorfinn's disappearance. And Ylva goes ex-game and does everything she can around the village. She's fucking cooking. She's bringing water up from the stream. She's harpooning fucking narwhals and shit. She's braiding
She's mommy,
tapestry. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I really wish I knew how old she was to make comments. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because
me
like,
too.
you want a woman that could take care of you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
dude. I mean, she's looking for a husband, so
Right.
Any bitch,
available.
any bitch throwing a spear at a narwhal. Come on.
Yeah.
Mm,
Come on.
throw a spear into me.
Right.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Drag me home.
Make me a coat out of the narwhal's horn.
Burn my village down, please.
Please, dude.
Trim my pubes. And then eventually her mom's like, hey, just cool it. You don't need to be on X Games mode. The camera's off. And Ylva starts crying because she's like, fuck, dude.
This dude,
I have
this
feelings.
this made me tear up real hard.
This was a lot.
I almost dripped one out for this one.
And
That's
like I'm skipping over like the cinematography, but the cinematography in the show alone does so much. It like heightens everybody's emotions so much more. And like she's like stops and then you just see her eyes pool and then she starts crying, but she's not like
Like sobbing.
understanding that she's crying. She's like, fuck, dude, what the shit? I'm leaking.
I've just been holding this shit in.
Right.
I felt that on some real shit. I was like, I do that shit all the
Right.
time.
Right. It was beautiful. But it was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And I get it.
was Really well done.
And then we never see them again in these group episodes, which was fucking wild because we see an evolution of
Yeah, we
Thorfinn.
saw a
We don't
lot
see
of
any
them, and then like, bye.
Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably just not much going on. You know?
Yeah, you just want to watch them
village.
living? You just want to watch?
Just normal
Oh, they're
village.
sleeping
Yeah,
today.
I mean,
Sleeping
If you watch
today.
them live, you get dope as dope. Hmm?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that what you want?
Give me
What?
like 30 seconds of them just saying stupid everyday shit. Like, I really
yeah,
Ah,
and
fuck,
yeah.
Dad's
If
dead.
you
That's
show
it.
him in the bath, fine. I guess I'll watch
Yeah.
that.
Whatever.
Just like,
dude.
Whatever.
Uh oh, I'm stuck in a dryer. Hopefully, fucking Yilgan Yigan doesn't come in and shove it
Mom,
in
what
me,
are
dude.
you doing?
You need to do this 1000 AD version of that. Like they're stuck in
Yeah.
the river.
Oops, I
a
got
little
stuck
bit.
in the wash tub.
Yeah.
No, it's like she's clearing off the snow from the roof,
Yeah.
and it falls like
Yeah.
right on her top half, and her
Yeah.
like, ass is just
Yeah.
out there.
It's like, uh-oh.
Fuck yeah. Dude, I want that.
Yep.
Thorfinn practices with a sword in the forest outside of where the pirates are, and then gets mad because he got taken as a hostage when his daddy got killed. He's like, fucking, you took me hostage fucking night.
Stop
My
doing
daddy
that.
died.
I hate
Uh, he then realizes that, hey, maybe the sword isn't the right move right now. Let's go with this little dagger that I stole from my dad way back when, because I was going to use it then. Why don't I use it now? And he stabs the wolf about it. It was a wolf, right?
Yeah.
It was a wolf. I didn't like that.
Or
No,
it
it
could
made
And
him
be
sad.
whimpering and shit.
or
And I
it
was
could
like,
be
Yeah, I
like-
didn't like him.
someone is like, "Oh, you ordered a wolf," and then there's like a wolf with like their dick out the neck.
What are you
Like
doing?
big
What are
wolf
you
pizza.
even?
He then practices with his father's dagger
Big
against-
Wolf Pizza.
against a barrel or a bucket. It's a bucket. And then he tries to hunt with it. Some rabbits. Gets a rabbit,
Yeah.
kills it, skewers it, learns to cook it.
Mhm.
And then he figures, hey,
Oh,
maybe I could take Askeladd, the guy that killed my dad, you know?
dude, there was a moment right before that where like he get the rabbit right, and he had a moment where he like was like happy for like a second, and he's like, "Wait,
yeah. It's like, oh wait, my dad's dead. I gotta.
It was like that gif of Kanye West that's in reverse where he's like, and then he like,
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, it was
it's a
straight
good
pout."
gif, dude.
Yeah.
Good gif.
Just because he thinks he got a little bit better with the dagger, he's like, I killed that guy now. Hey, Askeladd, fucking go, dude. Askeladd's like, well, I bet, dude. I'll fuck you up again. Thorfinn fares exactly 1% better before just getting kicked around again. Like a fucking kickball. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
Not a kickball, like a soccer ball. Like you're just fucking getting dribbled on, you know? Askeladd then says, I'll fight you again in a duel, but you got to do something worthwhile on the battlefield because I'm not killing no fucking kid. Thorfinn says, whatever, dude. I'll be your slave, but I'm going to kill you someday. And that was the end of the episode. I give this episode a Gohan in the woods out of the Elric brothers on an island.
Very specific.
A very
Yeah.
specific
Yeah.
episode.
I forgot about those episodes.
See? That's why I brought them up.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I'm here. Get them not so deep cuts, you know, them very shallow cuts. Cody's the deep cut king with the fucking little Nicky joke, man. That had me fucked up. I had to pause it. I was crying. I was laughing so hard.
Hell yeah, dude.
And
I'm so mad
I
you
watched
weren't
his
here.
face because I was on YouTube.
Yeah.
I watched his face, waiting for someone to say something, and no one said anything. And immediately my heart broke. I was like, ah,
Yeah, dude.
ah.
That's the worst feeling, dude.
I was real happy about the little Nicky John Lovitz cut.
It's good. And then the
It's
crow races
very
in hell.
good.
The fucking
Fuck you
giant crow
guys.
person, dude. The Tengu warrior. Episode 6. The pirates set out with Thorfinn being all mopey like a teenager, you know? He's like, give me my Evanescence CD and leave me the fuck alone. Leave the bagel bites outside the door, Mom.
Don't even microwave them.
Don't even
I'll just eat them
microwave them.
frozen.
He slams the door. Wake me
Just
up.
like my heart.
Mhm. Yep. He definitely is singing My Immortal. You know what I'm saying? We get some exposition about the war between England and Denmark. Shit's wild, you know, history, war, land, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. The pirates come upon a battlefield and Thorfinn gets weak at the signs of death. He's like, ew, dead bodies. I don't like it. Kind of forget he's a kid sometimes, you know,
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
like especially from that one scene in episode 4 when he's just like wide-eyed screaming at Askeladd, you're like,
Mhm.
that's not a kid, dude. That's a demon. You kill
Yeah,
that thing.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
If I had a kid and he screamed at me like that and looked at me like that, he would be eating my entire foot.
Yeah.
I would just put my foot down through his mouth, out his asshole, because
Stop
I want
ta-
no part of that.
Stop talking about murdering kids.
Demon kids.
We're talking
Yeah,
to
demon
people who
kids.
listen to this.
Demon kids.
No.
Demon kids.
Demon.
The Antichrist. You tell me you wouldn't kill the Antichrist. The anti-anime trap house Christ. You wouldn't kill that person.
No, not for a kid.
I would do it if it was a kid.
Alright.
I fuck a little kid up.
I'll
and
fuck
kick
a
me
little
in the
kid up.
dick.
He tried to fuck up my religion. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Askeladd makes a deal with some soldiers and I don't know, dealings, Viking dealings.
Viking stuff.
Before they just get fucking stabbed on by arrows. Pierced is the word I was looking for.
Stabbed on. I mean, it works.
Get fucking distance stabbed on by fucking arrow bulls,
Get fucking thrown stabbed on.
Get
dude.
fucking thrown stabbed on. The pirates get ambushed by archers, and then Thorfinn gets held down and about to get killed by a dude, and then Askeladd stabs the dude and stabs Thorfinn and goes, "Oh," he says some cold ass shit. It's really fucking cold. He's like, "Oh, I thought you were dead. That's why I just didn't even try to hold back and not stab you because I thought you were just garbage."
Yeah. He said the weakest usually die first, so I just assumed.
I just assume you fucking dead, idiot.
That's
Askeladd's on some real shit. Every once in a while I'm like, maybe he's not that bad of a guy. And then he says some cold ass shit, and I was like, damn, dude.
No. Askeladd's a good guy. He's toughening him up because he knows that he doesn't have his dad anymore.
All right, hold on.
He's gonna be out for revenge.
Hold on.
And he's gonna what?
We'll get there.
But
you're wrong.
Ask a stepdad. Fucking.
Ask a stepdad is not the dad you want.
Ask a stepdad.
That's so good.
That's the stepdad you give a black eye when he comes into your room while you're blasting Eminem.
He thinks you need it.
Yeah.
While you're listening to
he's gonna be proud of you when you give him the black eye. He'll be like, finally, you're a man.
Right. He's gonna be like, you want to fight like a man, and he pulls out a knife and just stabs you about it.
Yeah, dude. Nah, Ask My Dad's a good guy.
No. And then Thorfinn just stabs a guy dead because he's like, "Hey, little bitch, I kill a dude."
He stabbed, dude. Oh my god! I said it before I said it again. The
good.
emotion is so good.
Yeah.
This was him like losing all innocence, like any fucking innocence left as a kid is gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
stab a dude.
It wasn't he could have stopped. He could have been like, "Oh, what did I do?" But no, he did it a couple more times.
He just kept. He said, "If you're going to hell, I'm going all the way there."
And I'm going deeper.
Deep cuts.
Deep.
Years later, and many battlefields pass, and Thorfinn's becomes skilled with his daggers, and is even a scout for the Askeladd pirates. One particular day, a scouting mission goes wrong for him, and he's saved by a woman and her daughter. He fucking goes and stabs some people and then runs away, and some dogs come and he kills the dogs, and I was like, man, fuck that guy,
Yeah.
And then he gets washed up on a river, and this woman's like talking about how she hates the king, fucking normal peasant shit, all of us that talk about the government,
Yeah.
Government, peasant shit.
I want like peasant king conspiracies, like the regular government, big government conspiracies, but like 1080.
But like in feudalism era.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
the king is really 10 frogs stacked up on each other. I don't know, I'm just
I wear this hat so that way the king can't control my mind. What?
What?
He's got a wizard that is controlling everything that he does,
The king got 5G coming out, so watch out.
The birds are listening.
He's got fucking 3BCG.
Did you just skip over the montage we got of Thorfinn killing dudes?
I said years and many battlefields later.
Dude, the montage of him just murdering people was fucking phenomenal.
Well, that's when he gets his dual blade edgelord weapon.
Is during that, yeah. Just want to touch on it. You're the host, you do what you want, but you missed.
Go ahead, rub all up on it like a cat. I don't care. There you go. Get deep in there, every crevice.
It was great, dude. Fuck you.
It was good.
It
was good.
He
he used 2 hands, and I love when people use daggers with way more force than they need to be used.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just makes me really happy. That's
a fat daggers, though.
It's a very specific fetish that I have. I like to see people have to push in instead of because a lot of stuff is good. It's like paper. People are made out of paper. Yeah. It's not if you really had to get into something, you got to put some weight behind it.
Chances are you're hitting bone.
And human gristle. Because the person's probably fat.
I don't
And,
like
like,
the
muscle
word
and shit,
gristle.
you know?
I don't.
Yeah.
I hate
Yeah, Gristle, dude.
I just don't like it.
Gristledorf.
I just don't like
Yeah.
gristle.
Yeah.
Gristledor. Uh, yeah. So this lady just finds Thorfinn and just scoops him up, nurses him back to help, feeds him, brushes the lice out of his hair, protects him from soldiers. And her daughter's like, we found daggers and blood on him.
Not a good
Why
guy. He's a
are
bad
you
guy.
protecting him? They're literally looking for a scout, for someone that's going to lead an army to just fucking destroy us. You know? Why are you protecting him? And she's like, I lost my son to the flu.
Yeah.
He could be son.
My son
Kids
got
don't have to be
dysentery.
pirates.
Shit himself to death.
And it's like, yeah, you don't understand psychology, but like, I don't think they're teaching psychology down by the wharf, you know?
Yeah.
Down by the wharf.
Down by
I-
the wharf.
I love that word.
Wharf.
Wharf.
Word.
Wharf is a
Wharf.
good word, dude.
That
We
shit
do
don't
not
think
use
they are.
wharf enough.
We don't.
Yeah.
as
We
a
need to put a
society.
wharf in the fucking trap neighborhood.
You know
Yeah.
what? You
For
know
our
what's good
speedboats.
for you know what's good for marinades? Worcestershire sauce.
Fuck, that's so stupid. I love
Hell
it.
yeah,
You
dude.
fucking idiot.
Hell yeah, dude.
Worcestershire sauce. Oh, that's a good one.
So yeah, the lady protects him because she lost a son, and she like wants to steal a kid about it.
Yeah.
Thorfinn then says, "Hey, run," because they speak different languages. He says it in the language that they understand. Run,
Dude,
and then he
Close.
runs to the wharf.
hold on. Kloos hasn't been a part of this podcast for a while, right?
Oh
Christ.
no.
And this happened,
not?
and I was just thinking like Kloos would have a fucking aneurysm
Yeah,
if he was
Oh.
here because they're speaking the same exact language to
Yeah.
us, right? But
Yeah.
to them, they're not. So they
Yeah,
just
I
keep
don't get
saying the same thing to each other, and I know he would just be like, "I don't get it."
yeah, yeah.
It
Classic stuff.
It made me laugh really fucking hard when he
I
said,
mean, I didn't
run.
even know that said he spoke English until he said he spoke English. I was like,
Right.
okay,
Right.
like
I mean,
I
you
didn't
can
know that
kind
they
of tell
spoke
because
English.
he.
I'm still trying
I
to
would
figure out
assume
where
he
the- where
knows
the-
the word "run," and I don't think
Yeah.
he would have trouble with that in his native tongue.
I just want to know where he would have learned it.
I
That's
seen
all
it, and it made me
that's
laugh.
all I
really
was
He
hard.
killed a lot of people. He
Yeah.
probably heard the word "run" before
Exactly.
in
He
English.
he thought it was run,
Yeah,
but it was
What if-
someone
yeah,
screaming that.
He's like, they make this sound and then they run away from me. That must be run.
Yeah, yeah,
But they're just like saying like, "Oh my leg!"
yeah.
Ah,
shit!
Yeah, he just says leg and then leaves. They're like, what is he talking about?
Like, why?
Huh?
Uh,
Thorfinn then goes down to the wharf and burns a house to signify to the pirates that it's lit. You know,
A
it's
murder.
lit.
Yo, this
Yeah,
village is
yeah.
lit, dude.
The door is
Yeah.
open. Please don't ID. Just come in, fill this bitch out, and then fill a bitch out. You know what I'm saying?
It's murder, rape, pillage time.
Yes.
Yeah.
MRP, let's go, dude.
Yeah.
The MRP on this village is the right price.
The MRP
Oh,
is
that's my
perfect.
favorite joke. That's gonna be my
Oh.
favorite one.
We got to think of an
That's-
S so we can say it. MSRP.
MSRP. Smoke.
Slave.
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 Murder, slave, rape, pillage. At the
Yeah,
MSRP
but slave is
on
a
this
noun.
village.
You
Not
could
anymore.
slave someone.
Slave.
Yeah, dude, I'm
Yeah,
slaving
it's
someone.
enslave.
You could sun people because
Yeah,
they
you-
sun
Sun.
Thorfinn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do son
Yeah.
him. You're right.
I mean,
better.
he has been son.
It's time to murder, son, rape, and pillage you. Let's get it.
Yep.
Yeah, so Thorfinn just creates commits straight up arson and then various stabbings to the soldiers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The good ones that I think Justin brought
Oh
up.
yeah, that was
The
the one.
fucking-
The
yeah.
dude on the horse.
The fucking hole punching one. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah.
He then watches the mother standing in the crowd as she cries, and as the Vikings run by, she disappears.
That shit was heartbreaking.
That
And then
was
they
very not fun.
Then they showed the fucking comb
Broken
that
comb,
she used on.
yeah.
Dude, missed
Yeah.
opportunity though. Like I Okay, raise a hand. Who wanted to see her get killed
I know
on screen?
exactly where you're
100%,
going, dude.
yeah.
I wanted you
Alright.
to run and just fucking, in Spartacus,
My hands.
when they go into dude's neck from above, I wanted them to just walk up
Yeah.
behind her and just go straight into her heart from her neck.
Yeah,
See,
like
so-
this is my hands
do
were
that a
like
lot in this
raising
show.
preemptively. Like I was like, huh, huh,
Yeah.
huh, and then she just disappeared. I was like, oh, okay.
But like, I feel like it's worse. But she just disappeared.
Because you don't
Like,
know
you
what happened.
Literally don't know what happened to her.
It's worse to Thorfinn, right? But
Right.
for me, I wanted
Yeah,
him
no,
to
for
feel
sure. It
it.
would have
for
been
my
cool to just
money.
see
I
a
wanted that
slow,
bitch to fucking die.
slow
Yeah.
decapitation just come through, right?
Yeah.
It would have been
Yeah.
nice. But I don't know. I feel like because he doesn't know what happened to his mom, right?
Yeah.
And that's like there's a vision there where he imagines Ylva and Helga, and so
Mhm.
I think it's more painful for him that he literally has no idea what happened to her. You know.
It was at this point though where I'm like, oh, Thorfinn's he's just not a good guy. Because he
Yeah.
like sees it happen and it fucks it with him, right? But then he just continues.
Yeah, he just.
I
just
think
goes,
that's his
"All right."
breaking point.
That was his
that's
like,
when
oh
he's like,
fuck,
well,
this is what
He's
I
like,
it,
this
yeah.
is the path I'm on now. There's no
Yep,
turning
this is
back. You
Yep.
know?
no turning.
Yep.
Time to kill people. And that's the end of the episode. Very, very grim episode. I give this episode, it's not a phase dad out of women just straight up stealing kids. You know?
Yeah.
This is mine now.
Also, can I just say again that the intro to this show is
Yes.
so
Right,
fucking
right.
good, dude.
Fuck, it's so
I-
good, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's
On the
really-
flip
I-
side, what is that end?
yeah, I don't like the end.
What is
yeah.
that?
It's
like
stars shining bright.
the only thing I like about the ending song is that like the singer has like an Irish accent, and
Yeah,
that
I like the accent a lot,
does things to me.
but yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
if I, you know,
I want
I
a
would be
person.
interested.
Oscillating.
I
to
want
that.
a woman with an Irish accent to just come up to me and just start saying mean things to me, and then like
Yeah,
put her hand,
right.
like wipe her ass crack with her hand, and
Yeah.
slap me in my fucking.
I mean, that's
face.
any girl, but it's a plus if you have an Irish accent.
No, I really want the Irish accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just call
I just
me a
wanted to pull.
bitch.
I just wanted to pull on my beard. I don't know why.
Right.
Fucking
Irish
little-
women, like that's the thing
pull.
for me. Episode 7.
Stop.
There's some more exposition about how the war is going. I don't know. The Danes are going to rest in the winter and pick up the fighting in the summer because everybody knows you don't invade Russia in the winter.
Mhm.
It's true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Even though
like
it's
all
not-
this.
Nothing to do with Russia.
History
They're just
never
like,
changes.
just like, you know, like we're kind of tired. Like just wait till the summer.
Yeah,
you
let's
know?
just like take a little break, dude. We've been MSRPing all these villages, and we've been
all
getting
these
decent
villages, dude.
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
prices on them. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let them
Yeah.
accumulate their wealth
Yep.
over the winter, and then
Yep.
we'll harvest it in
Yeah.
summertime.
Let's wait on a sale in summer, and then
Mhm.
let's go.
Yeah.
Memorial
this
Day's
is just
coming up.
seasonal work for them.
Right.
Uh,
The Askeladd pirates then decide to follow some birds south to a battlefield in France because they're not really like affiliated with the army. They're mercenaries, so
Yeah.
they're like, we not like MSRP's good right now.
Yeah,
Let's-
dude.
Mhm.
Our price has been good. Like I don't know.
Askeladd sends Thorfinn to negotiate terms of alignment with an army attacking a fort. And this is like the worst attacking strategy I've ever seen for a fort.
Mhm.
They just run up on it with a battering ram,
Yep.
unprotected with these people, and they just have fucking archers.
Yeah.
And they're like,
What else
oh
can
shit,
you do?
that was a bad
you know?
that was a bad move, you know?
I mean,
Mhm.
the dude running that army was
Yeah, he's
pretty
an
dumb.
idiot.
He's pretty
Pretty sure
fucking
it was a
dumb.
frog.
Yeah. Pretty
Yeah,
sure,
that's-
like
He wasn't human.
he shared a like his family tree was not very wide. If
He
you get what I'm
is-
saying.
He is where the peasant theory of royals being frogs come from.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's where it comes.
That's
Yeah.
100%.
It's a lot of sister fucking.
Whole bunch, dude.
A lot of frog
Mhm.
fucking.
That too, probably.
Askeladd tells Thorfinn to say some cold ass shit to the attackers. Like, he's like, tell them I watched that and that was awful. You're fucking idiots.
Mhm.
Your whole family is idiots. Your country is full of just people that are mentally unstable.
And you look like
Your
a
health
fucking
system
frog,
is just
dude.
crap. You know,
Mhm.
your income quality is just awful.
Yeah.
Get your shit right.
Also, don't look like a
The
frog.
rats are going to take you guys down soon.
Easy, dude.
Spoiler alert.
Like if like, you know, get your shit right, dude.
Yeah, y'all need to get vaxxed
Yeah.
up, dude. Them rats is coming.
They coming for you, dude.
Vax
The
up, bro.
Black Plague is coming.
And he's
Booba-
just so like stone cold during
Yeah.
this whole thing.
He don't give a
He's
fuck,
such a good
dude.
protagonist.
Ice
He's the
cold.
He's so
best.
good.
And Thorfinn says, "Look, I've been fucking people out here for years. I want my duel. Stop." Askeladd says, "Bring me a head with a helmet, okay? And then I'll give you a duel, you fucking idiot."
That's dumb, dude. Why not cut a head off and put a helmet on it?
He's an
That's
idiot.
genius.
Thorfinn's an idiot.
Okay.
Yeah.
He did grow up on a boat,
Right.
so
You know?
can't really blame
Yeah.
the guy, you know?
Thorfinn meets the attackers and says, "My team will come from the lake." And they're telling him that the lake leads into a waterfall. And he said, "I fucking said what I said. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. We coming." And the frog guy's like, "Yeah, okay, cool. Do."
Cool.
And then there's a dragon on a mountain about it.
What was that?
It was the
That's
boat.
them
you mean?
carrying them boat.
I know, but there's
It's
no.
dope, dude. I was
Dude,
like,
what
hell
are
yeah.
what are these peasants doing? Oh my god, it is an actual dragon.
If you see
Yeah.
it in the dark,
If you
a
see
dragon
that-
going in front of the moon, you're gonna freak
Right.
the fuck out.
Where do
'cause
you think these myths come from, Kyle?
You're
Right.
right.
Yeah.
They
that's
come
it.
from fucking boats, dude.
Fucking
boats.
people
Every
just
single
carrying
one.
boats, dude.
Yeah.
You think the peasants were like, oh, that's somebody carrying a boat? No,
Yeah.
Right.
they never
Hey,
thought
yeah.
that.
I seen a giant boat in my life. That's probably 300 people carrying that bitch. They probably didn't even get word that they aligned with the pirates. They were just out here fucking,
Killing.
I don't know, fucking dicking
Guard the
ballsing
waterfront.
around, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Dicking ballsing around.
Just
yeah.
have a nice campfire.
Yeah. That was
Just
their
holding
B
their
team.
dicks and shit. Right. That's like the C team, dude. They didn't
Yeah.
get no information. On
They're
what's
like,
going on.
I don't know what to do with you, so just go by the waterfall, I
Yeah.
guess.
Watch the waterfall.
Oh, it's a bunch of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's absolutely. If we were in the army, they'd be like, just go chasing waterfalls. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we start
What's out
singing.
there on the bonfire going? It's the trap cast.
Right. People come around. This is the Church of the Animetrapus. That's
Everyone's
anime.
like-
drunk.
Talking to like 3 squirrels.
Right. Thorfinn. In the day they go out right to the fort and they're like, okay, let's do the thing. And Thorfinn says some cold ass shit to the general again. He's like, I fucking said attack, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Don't think, do. And
Yeah.
the guy's like, hey, you said something mean even though I don't understand you. We're gonna fucking kill you tonight. And Thorfinn obviously has no idea what he just said to him. So he just stands there. And the guy's like, I'm fat.
I hate the dude so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. His design was great.
Yeah.
Every
So
time
then-
he screamed, it showed his mouth like opening.
Yeah.
so
That's a
you
lot.
could see
So
all
So
a lot.
far.
so
I don't
far.
understand how it opened that big.
Mhm.
It got me a little excited though.
I wanted to pee in his mouth, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I could rest everything in there. I could.
It
sit
looked
in
like
that
a
mouth.
water fountain, and I wanted to fill it with my water, you
Yeah,
know.
dude.
Mm-hmm.
No.
The attack occurs and it's not going well. Thorfinn sees the captain of the fort with a helmet on and says, "That's the dude I need to kill."
Mhm.
And then just runs off towards him. Meanwhile, the Askeladd pirates come running behind the attacking army with their boats and plunge them into the lake. And Thorfinn scales the fort walls to retrieve the captain's head. They just they just run with these boats, and then just
Yeah.
throw them in the water. I was like,
I loved
"Yeah,
it.
This
Yeah,
was
it was
cool.
awesome.
This whole episode was so good.
It was really good. This was
episode.
probably my favorite episode out of the
Yeah.
bunch.
100%.
I liked it. As the Askeladd pirates approach the fort city from a roundabout way, they're met with crossbow fire, and they're like, "Shit, we're gonna get some dead people about this," you know. Almost immediately, the fire stops though, as Thorfinn cuts down the crossbowman to get to the fort captain's head, and then we get this fucking scene that I rewound like 4 times because it was so good. First, he cuts a dude's fingers off so he can't hold the crossbow.
Yeah.
And then we get like this mid-range shot of him just like doing that like very quick anime like cut through all these people. And then it goes into first person. And it's just him cutting people down, running on top of them, jumping over them, and then this slow motion slice getting through the captain's head.
Yeah.
And you don't do that with a dagger, you fucking idiot. You stab with a dagger, you don't slash with a dagger, but whatever. It was
that's
cool,
a
you know?
big fucking dagger,
It's
dude.
a fat dagger.
Yeah.
A fat dagger.
No.
It's like a hunting knife. I wouldn't even call it a dagger, really.
You
It's
can definitely
That thing
cut a
is
head off.
like
It's
that wide.
It's more like a gardening spade, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you use the spade, the top part. You don't use all of it. Anyway, it was dope, whatever. But I hated it.
I loved it so much.
It was really good.
Mhm.
It was a moment for sure.
He popped his
Mhm.
head
Hmm.
like those like the BFC cans
Mhm.
from Monster.
What?
Popped it.
Oh. As Thorfinn cuts the captain's head off, it falls into the moat outside of the fort, and he jumps in after it because he got to get that head.
Get
You
my
know what I'm
head,
saying?
dude. All about that head.
The attacking army breaches the fort, only to find that the Askeladd pirates have already killed and pillaged everything in this bitch.
Yeah, they're really good at that.
They're
Mhm.
very efficient. And they're already on the boats with all the treasure and shit, and they're gonna just take off. They're like, Thorfinn must be dead because he's not here. And then he shows up and throws the fucking captain's helmet to Askeladd and says, "Hey, you gonna pay what you owe. We're gonna fight now."
And he's like, now? Like
He's like, I'm fucking like dripped out right now, dude. You see this
Right.
crown? You see this fucking robe, dude? I ain't gonna fight you in this shit. Also, we're getting fired at by like archers, so we need to get the fuck on.
Also, we're on a boat, and there's a
Also, we're
whole
on a
like
boat, and there's a lot of people and a lot of stuff.
so
here,
many
just fucking
better.
hold your horses, kid.
also people are so good at shouting in the show.
Yeah.
He was shouting from like a mile away about how
This
he
is-
They
traded
do
it.
it so much.
It's all the vocal cord buildup. You know,
Yeah.
it's like when you sing a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like later that
captain,
dude that
you have
throws
to do it.
logs, like
Yeah.
he was just
I
having
mean, that
conversations
guy
with
looks
people.
like he can shout
That guy,
Yeah, he
10
probably
miles
could.
away.
that
Yeah,
guy
the bigger the
could
vocal
increase
cord.
the diameter of my
Yeah.
anus by at least 5 inches just by yelling. You know.
I don't
like
that.
like someone has a heart attack every time he sneezes
Yeah.
because it's like a 20-mile radius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just hearing douche.
And that's the end of this episode. As the Askeladd pirates fucking dipset,
Yeah, and they go off a waterfall.
they go off
Yeah.
a little waterfall about it.
It's
you
fucking
know?
cute.
crazy.
Pretty
It's
cute.
like
Like a-
magic
X
waters.
Games.
Yeah, it's like a fucking rapid. You know.
X game.
Yeah.
Somebody at the back of the boat was like, "Oh hell, X game, man.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, oh, X game."
The entire
man."
time I was thinking like when they did the waterfall thing, I'm like, yeah, I'm sure that shit like did happen, but like the entire time I was just thinking about like there had been the first people that did it. Like, can it do it? Or like, like maybe.
Maybe,
Like,
dude. Why don't we just try it?
it's just like on the boat, just like please.
I feel like they would lose 80% of that treasure. Like as soon as that
I
fucking
know.
boat hit
Yeah.
And all that treasure is so heavy. I was like, bet. Just
Yeah.
have it crack in half. And they're like, well, that's it.
that
Yep.
sucks, dude.
This episode got a Pirates of the Caribbean out of Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why you're saying K. That's the most realistic one I
Yeah.
can.
Can I-
do that.
Can I guess the Attack on Titan?
Go for it?
Cause wall.
Yeah.
Scaling the wall. Nice.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Hell
Is
yeah.
that was it?
And the general guy kind of looked like a Titan. You know.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
like the face.
Yeah.
Dude,
And
I wanna feed
the first person scene kind of felt like it was like a out of Attack on
Yeah.
Titan, you know?
Mhm.
the
There's a lot
general
of
guy.
reasons.
I want to have like a bowl of like flies that I just feed him with chopsticks.
Ugh,
What? Oh,
wanna feed-
the frog guy.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But he
I
has a
want-
tongue.
yeah.
And then Pirates of the Caribbean because they ran boats on the water on the ground sometimes.
Okay.
Episode 8. The Askeladd pirates return to their home village to prepare for the winter. They're treated as heroes here. You know, there's people that are like, yeah, I want to join them when I grow
Some of the
up.
jokes they crack on the way there are so fucking dumb.
Yeah. This is a really goofy
Oh, still got the
episode.
sheep out, huh? And like, yeah, dude,
Sure hope we don't all fuck it at the same time. And you're like, come on, Bill. We
It's
all
gonna
know
be
we
a
do
cold
it, but
winter.
we don't fucking talk
Yeah.
about it, okay? Keep the sheep fucking on the DL, son. God. Fucking Bill always ruining my good time.
Right. I don't want to talk about it. Okay. They have wormholes and I'm going to use them.
Right.
But I don't want to talk about it.
It's like
Just-
a fucking alive fleshlight. What do you want from me?
just
They don't even
cute
feel it.
use in your area.
Okay.
Yikes.
So Askeladd is kind of a big deal here. He's the Ron Burgundy of this village. And bitches just throwing themselves at him. He's like, I got necklaces.
Oh my god, dude, that fucking like the buff, super tall woman,
Yeah.
man.
Man,
Yeah.
Who that got me.
I want
they're
her to
doing
pick me
some
up and crack me like an egg, you know what I'm
they're
saying?
doing
Loved
inclusion, dude. You know what I'm saying? They're being inclusive.
Yep.
That's probably what most of the women look like back then, to be honest, you know.
Right,
That's
just
fine.
fucking
Dirty
Just
girls.
Sturdy. I believe what's it fucking called? When they're like on a farm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
What?
about? Like when you're thicker because you've like worked on a farm your whole life.
Yeah.
Corn fed, you know? Strong corn fed people, you
I
know?
don't like-
Yeah.
I didn't know they said
You
that.
need to do the
Yes.
math on that. Calling people. Hey, look at this
I'll
corn-fed
make-
person.
I'll make you a
Oh.
corn-fed
No,
person.
you
You know what I'm
don't
saying?
call it-
Hey!
Call- it's an attribute you attribute
Look
to
at
them.
this-
Not
look at
like
this
an adjective,
corn-fed.
You know, like you're like, damn boy, you corn fed, and then you slap them on the back because they're like really
Yeah.
big and
Yeah,
buff.
I
slap
don't
him
think
on the
I don't think
ass.
that means what you think it
That's
means.
that's a corn fed Midwestern boy, you know.
I don't like it. Still feels bad.
No,
What
I don't
you
like
want
corn
from me?
fed at all.
I
That
don't
just
either.
makes me think of like a feed bag, like
Yeah.
Yes.
tying it to a person.
Well, when you work on a farm, like you have to have a feedback while you're doing all your
I don't
farm.
think that's
activities,
true.
you know? What?
You tell me corn-fed, dude. I think of like human centipede. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
What's the difference? What's the difference?
Of what?
Corn fed and corn fed. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't
you
like
get corn
it.
either way. Anyway, all these females throwing themselves at Askeladd. Askeladd's like, I'm happy that they are not modest because I'm trying to fuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
This village is run by his uncle, who's a 1%er. And then he's got this slave named Hordalind, which is yikers of a name.
I like that.
And I'm like, and they're like, yeah, that's where she came from. And I was like, there's just a land called Hordalin, like whores.
It's like
Land of whores?
it's like Themyscira, right?
Got it. And this girl's a rich girl, but now she's a slave because Hordalin was raided. Go fucking guess, you know. MSRP was good there. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking MSRP, dude. You gotta be careful about it.
They got away under sticker price on that one, if you feel me. Askeladd says some cold ass shit about Thorfinn. Basically, this is what I was gonna talk about. Because Cody was like, oh, he's trying to make him tough. No, he's not. He's treating him
No.
like a fucking slave.
Yeah.
Which is
He's like,
done or
hey,
what?
this slave bitch that you got going on, uncle, you ain't doing it right. What you need to do is kill his dad.
Yeah.
But
Right.
he already did that. The uncle, that's step one. He's already done.
Right. Right. And then what you need to do is get that kid so upset that they'll just do free shit for you.
Listen,
know?
listen. Being a slave, I don't want to.
Go ahead. Talk
All
to me
I'm
about
s-
being a slave, Cody. As a
I-
white privileged
I
man,
know
in the
I'm
suburbs,
not.
talk to me about slavery.
I'm trying to think of it to make me not look bad.
Yeah.
Spartacus was a
Right.
slave.
Yes.
Yeah.
It made him super strong and
Can't
start
Right.
a revolution.
Right.
And he is who he is because of that.
Okay.
So that's what
calculator? Where's my
Askeladd is
calculator?
trying to do to Thorfinn.
So
No,
I
he's not.
don't I disagree. I don't
I
think
don't
Askeladd has a sympathetic bone in his body for
I
Thorfinn.
think he might have more respect than you think for Thorfinn and his father.
No.
I think so. I think by the time
Yeah, it says Cody. Yikes! It says yikes on my
Oh,
phone.
you did the math? Okay. I feel like I tiptoed around it
I
pretty
think Askeladd understands where Thorfinn is coming from, but also understands that he is an asset.
Yeah, he is definitely
Period.
exploiting him, but he also. Why do you think he didn't kill him when he first fucking fought him?
He doesn't want to
Yeah,
fucking
but I
kill a
really
kid.
don't think he
Why would he
if
care?
dude
They
died.
fucking go and murder whole villages.
Maybe, but he doesn't kill the kids. Maybe
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
just like, I'll fucking kill a dude. I don't give a shit.
And
I ain't killing a kid.
like especially after like Thorfinn fought the tall dude.
Thorkill.
Like dude thought he was dead.
Yeah, he's like, whatever.
Askeladd's like,
Moving along.
"Oh, you're alive? That's surprising."
Yeah.
He's like,
And
"You
he's
want to
like-
stay here? Like, I don't.
Right.
You don't look so good."
Like, he literally tells his uncle, like, this is how you make a slave good.
Mhm.
Like,
Is he wrong?
It's not.
Look how
Yes, but
useful Thorfinn is.
He's literally saying that he's his slave. Like, you're trying to say that he's got some, like, good concept of what this relationship is. And I'm telling you that he literally is just like, I am so far ahead of this kid in skill. And I'm just going to keep using him. Because he's just fucking
I don't know
wants
if
to
it's
kill me.
100%. I feel like that's the side he portrays, right? But I feel like there's gonna be some like underlying fucking thing that they do, and then you're gonna be like, "Oh man, Skaz dead."
I think
The
there is
only-
too, because remember when he was fighting Thor's, he was like, "Do you want to lead us?" And he was
Yeah.
100% for real. And then when he seen him
Then he's
gonna
like,
say no, he's
psych."
like, "Just kidding. I gotta, my man. You know what I'm saying, boy."
I feel like because that fight he has later where he's like, aren't you like, he's like, remind me how it was? It's like, wait, didn't your dad die so that way you could live? I feel like it's some like weird respect thing, like, like your dad, like it'd be wasteful to just kill you because like your dad gave you your life type.
That's
deal.
all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, dude. He just has more respect than we think for Thorfinn.
No, I just think he's just a weird fucking moral person that
Yeah,
like,
I think
can't
that's
really,
more
like-
what it is. He just, this is how he uses people. Like, this
Oh,
is just what he
100%.
does.
That's the only
Man.
reason he won that fight was by riling up.
Right.
Thorfinn.
He just fucks around. Like,
he knows what to do.
he cares
Yeah.
nothing for people.
Yeah, it's like
He's
watching
just like,
Harris
I'm
play
just
Cody,
doing my thing.
you know?
That's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. I get it,
Yeah.
dude.
Harris
Like, I
knows
fucking
what button
know.
to press.
I know how to get it out, you know? I know the button to press to get
Yeah.
the white stuff.
Yeah, he is the master of the fiddle when it comes
Yeah.
to Cody.
I don't like things you say.
Askeladd says oh, he already says, and then asks his uncle to be the witness to the duel. He's like, watch me beat my slave. I'll show you how it's done.
Yeah.
Askeladd and Thorfinn start off, and Thorfinn quickly catches up to Askeladd and has like, it seems like he's evenly matched for a bit, even makes him drop his sword and everything. And then Askeladd taunts Thorfinn. He's like, what? Like, what was your dad's name? Why he die? I kill him? You sure I killed him? I did it. He must have
That
been
was
a bitch
me?
if he fucking died. You know what I'm saying? Like, because dead people are bitches. And I just don't remember Thorkill.
Yeah.
Him being like, what's his name? Is like, my name's Thorfinn, dude.
Yeah. Thorfinn loses his shit and attacks out of rage, which causes him to lose. Obviously,
Yeah.
You get the rage boner. It's not as good as the skill boner. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Mhm.
It makes him lose, and then Askeladd just kind of pops his arm out, and he's like, "Yeah, this is over, dude.
That was a
Fucking
good pop.
garbage." Yeah,
That was a good pop.
It was, yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
but he still
gross.
loves him. He still respects him.
That's what I'm saying. He's
You
like
know?
the stepdad that thinks like this is just
Yeah.
what he knows.
It's
You
an
know,
abusive
like
relationship, right?
in terms of what his dad gave him.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
He's basically spoiling the kid.
Ask a dad, you know. Ask a dad did
Dad.
good on Daskalad.
Yeah. Ask dad when he was a kid was just like, no, legs got broke too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Made him crawl to
Right.
get his
Right.
dinner.
Right.
What are you walking?
Mm.
Pop.
You gonna
Walking's
crawl with one
walking's
arm.
pussy shit.
You gotta earn the walk.
Right.
Oh, you hungry? Break his jaw. Fucking now eat.
Figure it out.
I just look at Thorfinn. It's like, look at you, just spoiled,
Look at
just
you,
a little
fucking-
dandy.
I spoiled the shit out of you, dude. There's a merry feast because Askeladd fucking humbled his boy. And Thorfinn sits on his dad's boat alone and has like a vision of
Yeah.
Thor's.
Eh.
It was cute, sad, and I hated it.
Is that moment, you know, like sometimes I like to say like, oh, I want to get my ass beat so hard I have a flashback or something like that.
Mhm.
I want my ass beat so bad that I see my dead family and then I become a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
How old
sounds
am I?
awesome.
Fuck. Askeladd then tells one of the guys that wants to join his crew that everyone's a slave to everything. You know, everyone's a slave to something. He's like,
This
that
was
one
so
percenter
good.
dude, he's a slave to money and he's whooping this girl that he thinks he's the master of. But, you know, everyone's a slave to something. Again, concreting the fact that Thorfinn is his slave. And Thorfinn is a
also-
slave to the revenge.
Yeah. It's good.
It is good, but
Mm-hmm.
It's
not good from Askeladd's perspective.
Askeladd just understands the world better. Okay.
Right? He's just insightful.
He's
just built different.
if Harris was in this universe, he would be Ask My Dad.
Yeah.
Just saying shit like this. Well, actually, you're a slave to fucking everything.
Actually, I'm not really enslaving you. You could leave. You'll
Yeah.
starve, and I'll
Yeah.
kill you. But
And then
could
you won't
leave.
be able to kill me, and you're a slave to
Right.
killing. Also, you're
And
a
then
slave to
that's it.
breathing because you breathe
Yeah.
all the time, and you don't have a choice.
Who is your dad? I don't know. Did I kill him? And he's like, no, you didn't. Yeah. I didn't. So
I didn't,
that's
so-
what.
Whatever, dude.
And didn't I?
Didn't.
Then Hordaland shows up to Thorfinn. She's like, hey, you might be hungry. It's cold out here. And he almost kills her about it. Because he's on fucking X Games mode all the time.
Yep.
Mhm.
They then talk about what it means to be a slave. They talk about murdering people. And they talk about a faraway place free of slavery and war. This was a good conversation, you know. I feel like it was needed, but it just further cemented how warped Thorfinn's perspective of the world is, right? Literally, she's like, I'm a slave. Are you a slave? And he's like, no, I'm not.
Right.
I'm a
not.
fucking warrior. And she's like, then why are you doing this? I don't understand.
You look like a slave, smell
Yeah.
like a slave, standing
Right.
out here like a slave, must be a slave.
Right. And he's like, if I was a slave, like, kill everybody.
Yep.
And I wish you would have just been like, I just watched you trying to kill that guy and it didn't work out for you, bud.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, yeah, just run away, you know? And she's like, there's nowhere to run to. There's war and slavery everywhere. And he's like, well, just go to Vinland, you know?
New
Little
Vinland.
does he know that like in 600 years,
Yeah.
he'll be there too.
The entire time he's like, "There's no slavery or anything there." I was like, "No,
There's no slavery or
bruh.
war. Like, oh, you spoke a little too soon there,
Yikes.
bud.
There was a very specific time period where that was
They
true.
have a big white people problem coming, and that's
Yep.
Big white people problem.
Mhm.
Summer eventually comes, and Denmark begins to march again with the king Swin. Right? Swin?
Swin.
Sven.
Swin?
Sven.
Swin? Marches with Canute, Ragnar, and Floki.
Canute.
Fluky.
Can I get the math on Canute?
that was
what?
the one that I googled for some reason, and
Canute.
Canute likes. We're talking about people that like their drawings of them look goofy as shit. It's the most funny thing. You know, like you see those old timey things. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just people that they just look.
Let me try it.
Don't get
Shut
it.
the fuck up, you Canute.
Feel like it's a Canadian slur,
Right?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, definitely.
like Canuck. You know.
like, look at
Yeah.
this fucking Canute coming down the border.
So yeah, that's the people. They marched and pillaged all throughout England unanswered until they came to London Bridge, where a giant dude that can kill 10 people with one hatchet throw stands protecting it.
It's amazing.
That
That
hatchet
hatchet
throw
went through
was
people
absurd.
like butter, dude.
Yeah.
I like. I know we were talking about the scene where he's fighting the people on the wall, but like that scene. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
come on!
it's
What
good.
was that?
It came out of nowhere too. It was like you were looking at a map, and then all of a sudden you just saw a hatchet. You're like, "What?
Yeah.
Fuck!
Mhm.
What happened?"
Yeah.
And it's the show does the thing where it goes too much realism, and then it shocks you by going full on X Games anime mode.
hmm
Like, watch this hatchet go through like 12 people.
'Cause you see-
Ain't that
yeah.
cool?
Because it's like you're like, oh, he throws X, and like for a second, your brain's like, oh, that X is just gonna stop in someone's chest, and then it keeps going. You're like, what?
Yep.
And then it keeps going. You're like, what? And then it keeps going. You're like, yeah.
And then it travels through time and then kills Hitler, and you're like, "Yo!"
Oh, yo. What anime is this?
And yeah, that's the end of this episode. I gave this episode an Underground Railroad out of Full Metal Alchemist.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna get the calculator on that.
You get it?
Get the
I
calculator.
was very concerned about the math on this one as well.
I got my proof.
I wrote a
Is
couple
it-
proofs. All right, some of them came back fine,
Are
and some of them
you-
came back not so fine. You know?
Are you comparing it to like taking a boat to Vinland?
Yes.
Mm,
Like going on the
yeah.
Underground Railroad to be
Mhm.
free from slavery. You know?
The boat's not underground.
And there's slaves that were like, "I'm not a slave." You know, like
hmm
master takes care of me type situation. You know, which would have been the kind of slave that Cody would have been. You know. So like he only broke my arm. He could have broke everything in my
You
body.
could have done a whole
Like,
lot.
he could have done a lot worse. Master's my friend.
I'd
you
be
know?
Sam Jackson and Django Unchained.
Right. And then Full Metal Alchemist, because the fight between Thorfinn and Askeladd was very reminiscent of the 2003 Full Metal Alchemist episode where Mustang goes against Edward. Because like Mustang's being like, oh, like
You
You
"Oh, I'm
don't
fucking-"
listen. You don't gotta explain Full Metal Alchemist anymore. Bleach. We get it. You like the show. That's all you
feel
fucking
like
know.
I feel like he's just gonna get deeper and deeper cuts.
Yeah,
It's
that-
like,
oh,
oh yeah, it's like
Yeah, this was an unreleased chapter of manga
Yeah.
that you guys probably haven't seen.
This was actually from the second video game released on the PS2 that only came out in Japan. Episode 9. London Bridge is not falling down
Oh, okay.
and looks like a motherfucking fortress. And someone named Thorkill is the one defending the bridge. This the dude, this is the hatchet guy.
A lot of Thors, dude.
yeah.
I mean, like when,
When you're built like
Tarzan!
that, like
This guy.
right? They like come out right, and the baby weighs like 20 pounds. You're like, that's Thor.
yeah,
And it
Yeah.
already
Yeah,
has
that's it.
like defined muscles. Like it has a
Yeah.
six
Yeah.
pack.
and like
Yeah.
Like, it's supposed to have-
scars. They're like,
Yeah.
how many fights did you get in?
What happened?
Like you were just born.
It
Right.
just says that he's down with the clown or some shit. I don't know.
He said, "Whoop whoop." I don't know.
No.
You think you're my mom? I actually came in there, killed the baby in there. You're my mom now.
Boom.
That's how he got the scars.
What are
There
you
it is.
doing?
I'm
Caught a
thinking
baby
of
in
him
the
like
womb.
climbing up and just like.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
know.
That's a very specific fetish. Askeladd sees that everyone is trying to find some glory here because there's a bunch of people, and says, "Hey, Thorfinn, go kill that Thorkill guy because I want the glory and you're my slave. So get to stepping, slave boy. But I love you.
Yeah.
Floki approaches Thorkill on the bridge and attempts to negotiate a surrender because they're old friends, they're old chums, old war buddies,
Old chaps.
old chappy chaps used to have tea and puss together, if you will. Thorkill says, "Yeah, I don't want to surrender because I want to fight you because I love this shit. You know, this body is made to fuck.
Do you see that I'm 12 feet tall?
I'm literally like, there's a pillar that follows me under this bridge so it doesn't collapse.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I can only stay right here. If I move outside of this range, the whole thing comes down.
It's over.
There will write stories about me." And then he throws a giant ass boulder called the Keel Buster at Floki's ship because he's like, "I don't want to surrender. I want to fight. Fight me." That was crazy. I didn't understand. You know?
Yeah. Straight rock throw.
Just straight up fucking avalanche shit, you know?
Yeah, I love his names for things.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know where it
very
came
detailed.
from.
I don't know how the bridge supported it. You know? It's fucking crazy, dude. More ships are sent to attack the bridge because that's how you take down a bridge, is just fucking chop that bitch out. And Thorkill, he just takes giant wooden stakes and just fucking chucks them at the ship. And okay, at
Like
first
vampires.
I was like, okay, what's gonna happen is that he's gonna throw it, it's gonna go through the ship and make a hole, and the ship will sink. He throws these motherfuckers so hard the ships explode.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Dude,
What?
it was so good. He had
Yeah.
literally people running logs to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like they couldn't throw it themselves.
Yeah.
They had to bring it to the log thrower.
They definitely can't throw it like he can. Like they would, like,
No.
they could toss it.
at
you
most.
know?
Yeah,
The
throw
five
it
of them,
over
it
the
takes
bridge.
five of
but-
them to carry it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
And one dude to throw it with the force of a fucking catapult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thorkill
God.
throws that shit like a spear. Like he fucking.
yeah.
God,
It's
Oh, it
fucking
was so good.
really good.
wow. And he calls it
Mm-mm.
Log Buster.
I love that he has super
Yep,
names.
the
dude.
name
guy's
explains
like-
itself.
They're like, that's a little on the nose. I don't
Yeah.
know.
He did it, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking
Sorry, if I
A1.
saw a single dude throwing logs like that and like I'm supposed to charge in that, no.
Yeah. No.
No.
Yeah, I
I'm
get
out.
it.
I'm out.
Turn around
Uh-uh.
right now. We're done.
Yeah,
I like you tell me I can't go home. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go bottom of the fucking river and
Dude,
just
call
live there
me-
until I die.
Call me Hordelad, bro, because I just want to get you food. Like I ain't fighting
Yeah.
that dude.
Nah, dude.
My new home is the bottom of the fucking ocean, okay?
Hell, ocean.
Ocean. I'm gonna be a fucking mermaid, dude.
Ocean?
Ocean, right? Askeladd then gets close to the bridge so Thorfinn can attack Thorkill. And they face off. And this fight, fucking dope.
Oh boy.
Dope is dope.
Oh
Mhm.
boy.
Thorkill is
Mhm.
pretty fucking quick. You know? Like, it's crazy how
Yeah.
big he is and how quick he is. And Thorfinn's like, well, if I get him. And he slices his wrist at one point and then goes, like, I'm fucking
Yeah,
short.
that's right after they did the One Punch Man punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where his giant fist was just the
Yeah.
whole screen.
Thorkill's, our Thorfinn's like, I can't get hit by that. That would
I
have
will die.
fucking killed me.
Yeah,
You know when like the screen gets dark from a boss's move?
yeah.
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 Thorfinn decides that all of Thorkill's weak points are up high, so he should attack low. He gets Thorkill off balance and then tries to stab him in the neck, and then his dagger goes into Thorkill's hand. And then Thorkill says, "You're my doll now, boy."
Yeah.
No, Thorkill, he gets the knife in his hand and then he grabs it and he goes, oh! that's a baseball, and then he starts to fucking swing his ass around.
And just fucking whips that boy. Like, he invented the whip and nay. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah,
Dude, he's such a beast. I know I saw the dagger pierce his hand, but I wouldn't have believed it. I wouldn't have questioned it if I didn't see it pierce the other side.
Yeah,
Because it had some meaty hand.
meaty hands, dude. I mean, he has to have meaty hands to grab that big old dick, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, he just whips Thorfinn around like madness, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's literally the Hulk scene. He just fucking Loki's him.
Yep.
But okay, this is the thing that had me all kinds of fucked up. Because while he's doing this, like Askeladd's watching it, and he's like, "Yeah, we should just."
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go.
Never mind. Askeladd's a bad guy, dude.
He's like, that didn't
Yeah.
work out.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
leave before he like stops this and throws a giant ass
Yeah,
bug at us.
and he
you know?
doesn't look back. He's
Not at all.
gone.
But like, that's how long that he was ragdolling him for. That
Yeah.
Askeladd could watch it, be like, "Yep, take us back," and the boat turns around and goes away. Like,
Mhm.
that's how long. Like, it's not a small
Yeah.
boat. It takes a while for that to occur.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that
there-
whole time he's just getting like fucking.
I don't know if I'm like thinking too hard on this, but I couldn't tell. Like, okay, my slight theory is that Askeladd is like, well, if we keep going, he's just gonna kill him. If we retreat, then he'll be upset about that.
We'll
And,
find
like,
out when we get that exposition dump if he's a good guy or not.
I know, right? I feel like we're doing all this build up, and then like episode 20 he's like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, dude. Fuck you, dude. And we're like,
Fuck, go.
Okay.
Thorkill gets mad that they've retreated and then says, "Hey, fuck, I killed him. Damn it, he was cool." And then Thorfinn cuts off 2 of Thorkill's fingers. And Thorkill is like, "Damn, okay, like I just ragged you around for like 10 minutes.
Right.
And you're alive. You know, you're kind of cool, man. You know,
You're a good fighter.
we should fight more often because I'm like partly sane.
Dude
you
is
know?
literally Goku, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you're strong, you'll fight.
I lost 2 fingers. I think I can fight you 5 more times. I don't know.
And Thorkill is like, well, "Who are you? Say name." Thorfinn, like, "I'm Thorfinn. I'm a dead Thors." And Thorkill's like, "What? Thors? Wait, you don't mean?" And then Thorfinn just fucking rolls into the water. He was like, "Huh?
It's like, I don't want to fight anymore.
And he starts swimming away, and everyone's like, should we fire arrows at him? And Thorkill's like, no. I might know his dad. I might want to find him.
Yeah.
Let him go. And he's like, "Hey, let's fight again." And they like zoom in on his fingers missing.
Oh,
It
I
was dope.
fucking
That
love
was
it.
awesome.
Yeah.
And it like
I
spurts
love
out
it.
blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man, he is so fucking hard.
Yeah.
It's hard as shit.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, we see in the Danish army, people are just fucked up, obviously, because, you know, boats got exploded and shit. King Swin says, "Yeah, let's not waste resources on this anymore. Let's move on. Leave like 4,000 people here with fucking Canute, you know,
Canute,
Indeed.
dude.
to
Canute.
take the bridge." And Ragnar, who's this old guy, he's like, "You can't do that. Canute's not ready. He's fucking dog water. He's not ready to lead." And King Swin says, "Listen, bitch. Taught him about fucking Jesus Christ, okay?
You made him
We
a
have-
pussy, dude.
We have gods. We preach things like Ragnarok and fucking giant snakes that come out of the earth."
And
And
the
you
only way to
talked
get into heaven
about-
is to fight. Like,
Right. And you taught him about a guy who was like, "Yeah, I'll carry this cross and get fucking nailed to it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taught him
that's
about David Blaine, who's like, "Look at this water. Oh, I mean wine."
wine. Now I'm back to life. You know, you taught him all this shit, and now he's soft as fuck, thinking that he could just carry his cross and get nailed on and be fine. You know,
Mhm.
as I say this with a cross in the background, it's not a good look for me. But like, you know, you taught him this shit, right? We're trying to teach him some good shit. You taught him this. You know what? You help him now, Ragnar. You fucking help him. You're staying behind too.
I will say though, Canute looks fucking dope, dude.
Yeah.
Yo,
The helmet
He looks like
he looks
he looks
and
like
the
Lady
long hair.
Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm
Straight
I
up
want
looks like Lady Thor.
I want Knut to fucking kaput his dick in me. You know what I'm saying, dude?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's about
Yeah.
to nut.
He's about to Knut all over me, dude.
I'm gonna make that helmet stick to his hair.
They
you
keep
know what I'm
hiding
saying?
faces in this show, and I'm like, I don't know why you're doing this. It's
He's
not
gonna be
like
very
some.
pretty. He's gonna be very pretty.
He's gonna be beautiful. It's
Yeah.
also might not even be a he. We don't know.
Right. Thorkill is then upset because the larger contingent of the army is leaving. He's like, "What the fuck, dude? I'm trying to fight. You leaving, you motherfuckers." Thorfinn's all fucked up and catches up to Askeladd's group, leaving with the main army. And Askeladd's like, "Oh, you're still alive. Well, we're moving on, so you could stay here or you could come with us." And Thorfinn just kind of limps along and thinks about why Thorkill was so excited about fighting. He's like, "What?"
Yeah, but hang on. When he came up to Askeladd, Askeladd was like, "Yeah, I don't think you can walk too good." And then he said, "Hang on." He knelt down on the ground, popped his shoulder back into place, and was like,
man.
"I'm fine."
But
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
like,
But
Yeah.
how is that going to help him walk?
It doesn't
"Oh,
matter.
not at all."
It's
It was
gangster.
so cool.
No, when you walk,
Doesn't
your
matter.
arms go back and forth. It helps it a little bit.
It's
Uh,
fine.
Yeah, it's about
Yeah,
momentum.
no, it was pretty
What-
cool. But I wish he would have
what's-
just tied
what-
his ankle up, you know, like been like.
What's
"Yeah, I'll
really
fight."
dumb is him waiting until he was in. Actually, it's
Right.
not dumb. That's a fucking power move,
That's-
dude.
that's
He
what I was
waited to pop his shoulder back until he was
Yeah.
in front of Askeladd.
He's
That's-
like, I
that's
want,
literally what I was thinking when I
ask my
watched it.
stepdad
Ugh.
to watch me do this shit, dude.
Yeah.
I wish he would have done it on his horse though. Like walked up to his horse and like, yeah.
Like as I was watching, I was just thinking about him sitting there with a smirk, like while he was walking through the forest. Like,
Yeah, this is gonna be
I'm
so
like, I'm gonna
fucking
fucking
cool.
screw it.
I'm gonna
He's
walk
gonna
right
fucking
up.
duel me
He
right after
walked
this,
for
dude.
so long too, because he probably like got to a point. He's like, "That's not Askeladd," and like went
Yeah.
back through the woods, like trying to catch up to where he was.
All
That's
the
him right there.
while, his shoulder hurts really
Yeah.
fucking bad
Yeah.
because it's
He's
not
like,
in
"I
place.
really." He probably even popped it in somewhere in the woods and then popped it back out.
Yeah.
just to be extra.
He see the army, he's like, oh,
He's like, that's
Oh.
the army. All right, where's Askeladd? I don't see him. This is gonna take a while. All right, pop that shit back in. And then he sees Askeladd. He's like, all right, there it is. Fuck.
Oh.
Oh, I fucking love that.
that's
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah, it's good.
And yeah, like this was a good episode. This is the end episode. Thorfinn's like trying to think about why other people fight, and I'm like, all right, cool, depth character, get it, whatever. And this episode got a David versus Goliath out of Avengers.
Oh, the Hulk scene is Avengers, David versus
Oh
Goliath.
yeah,
is
I get
him
it. Right.
versus
Yeah.
Thor.
Yeah.
I looked it up. Thorkill is a myth, a Viking myth.
Yeah.
Oh shit! What up?
Yeah. Hey, yo, what up, Thorkill? I seen you in an anime. Hey, what
Hey,
up?
oh,
What up, Thorkill?
Thorkill. Woo.
Ah! Fucking stupid.
And yeah, that's the end of these.
That's a baseball.
That's a baseball, dude.
That was a baseball.
Also, Thorfinn's real
baseball.
too. He's the one that followed Leif Erikson around.
Yeah, that.
Except
look
in
it up,
this
you
anime,
idiot.
it's
Like,
the opposite
Great,
way.
you
It's
spoiled
probably
history.
spoilers, dude. You
I
spoiled
want
fucking
to
history
know
about it.
who's real.
That's like okay. I feel like I remember this story, and I feel like Cody's gonna try to tell me this didn't happen. But when we started Spartacus, and I told Cody, "Hey, like it's based off of like legend." He's like, "What?" And I was like, "No, don't look it up. Don't worry about it. Just watch the show." And then after everything happened, he looked it up. He's like, "Oh damn, Spartacus dies at the end." And I was like, "Fuck!" Like, told you not to look it
Yeah.
up. You just watched the first season, dude. Like,
Okay, first of all, I already knew he died because it's been a lot of years.
Obviously.
It's been a lot of
It's been a-
years. So he's dead. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, but I just remember having that conversation.
World's
with
oldest
him.
man.
Yeah, dude. I don't think Spartacus is still alive, just sitting somewhere like, yeah, I remember thousands.
Yeah, I remember leading a rebellion back in my
Yeah, I remember leading a rebellion and stabbing my friend in the heart.
But yeah, yeah, no, I saw when I was like looking for the spelling for some of the characters. I was like, it said like Thorkill, and it was like mythology, and I was like, oh shit, this is gonna give me spoilers. Stop.
Oh shit. Yep.
No more of that. But yeah. So yeah, that's the group episodes. It's good. You know, like it's pretty great. I like it a lot. It's fun. It's good cinematography. It's good animation. It's good character development.
Keep going. Keep going.
It's good voice acting.
It's all good.
It's good violence. You know,
There's blood. There's good blood in it.
it's good stuff. You know, you should inject it to your eyeballs. You know,
Put it in me. Put it in me. I
put
don't
it
care.
in me. Put it in me. You know.
This is a good
Oh,
podcast.
my friends. My friends,
but-
dude.
Before
Yeah.
we end, I just have to say, fuck Kyle for giving Afro Samurai a choke. That was the worst opinion I've ever heard. In my fucking
That was a
life, you know
hot
what I'm
take,
saying?
dude.
That was.
Hot
And he just
take.
kept defending it the whole
It's
Yeah.
bad.
I'll still
And
defend it.
poorly.
I don't
Poorly.
understand
poorly
you as a
defending it.
human being.
Yeah.
Like
It's not
I
even poor defense, dude.
you
I'm still
literally
very
kind
upset
of.
how
I
this
heard you.
episode-
I heard you say you can't sit there and think about every line. Those were the words that came out of your mouth.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he's
Yeah, dude.
fucking around. This is fake.
Kyle
you know, this
said
is
that. Yeah.
this is him channeling me. You know, and all I'm gonna say is that if you're gonna channel me, I can send you an effigy of me that you can burn. That will give you those powers. You know?
I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna
Oh
need
yeah,
that
you
next
can't
time
do it by
take a
yourself,
week off.
Kyle.
You need some help. You can't just channel this kind of hot air. Like you're gonna hurt yourself, dude.
You're
You
gonna
need
get
to-
burned.
No,
You need to let it boil.
I'll
dude.
be
You need to
honest.
have-
I'm still upset about episode 5 for Afro. It's just, dude, the whole setup of the show, like, it just doesn't fucking make sense to me. That's the hot take I'll take to the grave.
Yeah, okay. It's fine.
You just gotta watch it 5 more times.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, that's our show. You know, we did it, made it. Next week we're gonna do 10 through 14, right?
Yep.
Yep. And you know, we'll see what happens. You know, I feel like eventually what's going to happen. I really think that Thorfinn isn't going to get his revenge.
Same.
I really feel like it's not going to happen for him, and then I think it's going to like send him into a whole spiral of like, well, fuck, what do I do now? You know?
I don't think it'll send him because I mean I feel like they're leading up to him realizing that like what his dad said in the beginning, like you
Yeah.
have no enemies. Like all this shit, all this revenge shit don't make sense. It's dumb.
I think that's where the spiral will end, but I think
Mm.
there will be a portion there where he's like, well, fuck, like, what do I do now? You know?
Yeah.
I'm they've been playing up this Canute person for quite a bit. I'm expecting them to be like to play a role coming up here because
Mhm.
if we're still following Thorfinn, like he's not going to be around this situation anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we're going to have some split narratives coming up here because really it's just been Thorfinn and Askeladd, like, but they're still loosely connected.
Mhm.
You can't just think about every character in this.
You can't just think about every line in the show.
Yeah, I get it. You know, like I don't want to think about every stab. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just a lot. Like when Thorfinn stabbed the dude from both sides, right? It
Mhm.
was
Yeah.
the merger of his
like he was
past
gonna eat
meeting
corn
his
cob,
future.
dude.
Right.
Oh.
And like corn is the fruit of the future. That's how it's called. That's why it's called maize because a maize takes you forward from where you were.
Oh, no.
You know?
Corn is from the future because when you eat corn in the future, it's still corn.
It's
and
still
that's
corn.
what we're trying to
Exactly,
say
dude.
about Thorfinn's future. Okay,
See?
Kyle?
Yeah.
Just
You
don't
gotta
fucking get it,
understand.
dude. You're just too
You don't,
slow.
you don't fucking understand, dude. You can't think
Dude.
about every piece of fruit you consume. You know.
Mhm.
The corn fruit is my favorite fruit.
Corn by
Oh,
favorite fruit. I love
What's
it.
your favorite fruit? Corn? I don't
Corn,
know,
dude.
dude.
What are you talking about,
Yeah.
man?
I like corn.
Nice
Nice
fruit
card.
salad right here.
I'm nice and corn fed, baby. That's my favorite fruit. you
Yep.
know?
No.
Mhm.
Shout out
Shout
corn.
out.
Shout out
Shout
fucking
out.
corn maize. Shout out corn
Shout out
fed.
those things you stick in the side of the corns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
But
corn
Thorfinn did it with his daggers.
swords and
Yeah.
Dagger corn eating.
Shout out Vikings.
Shout
Shout
out.
Shout out
New
Canute.
Vinland.
Shout
out
out.
Hordaland,
Shout
dude.
out
Go to Hordaland.
Shout out Horde
Shout out-
Land.
Shout out my
Hordland. Shout
poor
out
history knowledge.
Shout out the old lady who was combing the hair.
Shout out Logbuster
Shout
is
out
what I call
lice.
my asshole when I have diarrhea. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Hell yeah.
Ah, no, we're done with that shit.
That'd be a good diarrhea medication.
Hell yeah, dude. This is
Logbuster.
We